Exactly.
One of the things I noticed, or not necessarily noticed, but I'm wondering, is it seems like perhaps the earliest work was it more sample based?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, just because the technology was available for the normal person, with a budget. Before that, it was completely out of range. Fairlights and Claviers were $500,000. So it wasn't until the emulators, the Emacs and SP1200, came down in price, I could actually get my hands on any of that stuff and start working with it. And I was definitely inspired by hip hop and rap bands like Public Enemy and Eric B. Rakim. So that was definitely the main sort of inspiration at that point, 87, 86.
So,
and Adrian Sherwood as well.
Oh, sure.
Worked with a bunch of
interviewed him for the book.
Yeah, and he worked with dub and reggae as well. So he was a big influence in the 80s.
Did you know him? Did you work with him?
No, I never did. But we did a show with him. Tino did a show. And so I got to meet him a few years ago. And he was a very nice bloke.
Yeah, I remember talking to him, and he said my greatest joy in the world is rolling an enormous fatty. And putting on dub with huge fat speakers on either side of my head with the bass just rumbling through me so my bowels are exploding. I thought, oh wow, that was evocative. I enjoyed that.
Sounds like our live show.
Yeah. And by the way, we're talking before the show, or else I would have a reaction to it. I'm sure I will love it because
it's a reaction.
I'm really interested to see
Hopefully
the
not
audio.
bowels shaking.
I'm really interested to see the audio video combination that I've been hearing a lot about.
Yeah, that's what's good about this tour. And the last one we sort of did it on the last one, but we're doing it even more for this tour. But all the older albums, all the spoken word stuff, is either from like radio, television, video. So I was able to go back and get most of it. So we're using the actual visual as well as the audio. Live.
Oh, interesting. Oh, from the visual samples, not just the audio samples.
Yeah, but back 20 years ago, I was just using the audio from them.
Right.
Rather than like records, the record shops in Swindon weren't very good, so I had to find those sources, from television, film, and radio. So I was able to find a lot of them, track them down, and I even went as far as doing that with other people's samples, so like Cabaret Voltaire, and 23 Skidoo. They've used little sound bites from films and stuff, so it'll actually track those down as well, and we're using them in our set.
Now, are there copyright issues with the live
There would be
show?
if we were bringing it out, but because we're doing it live, it's a live performance, and by the time anybody's here, we're gone.
I like that.
I like that too. Yes, very
very rogue,
very outlaw, very punk rock.
Guerrilla.
That was the whole idea when we started, was that it was going to be a hip-hop / electronic punk rock band, hence everybody had a silly name. Mine stuck, and here we are, 21 years now.